now we want to delete the T-pose keyframe from this animation. So with your Mixamo, with your mocap selected, you want to select hierarchy, and that selects each individual joint that's parented underneath the hips. And you'll see there's more keyframes here that appear because there's more joints selected. But on all of these that we have selected, we want to delete the -1 keyframe. So on keyframe -1, delete that. So it starts on frame 0. We also want our timeline to start on frame 0, so I'll change that back. Okay, so now we've got our running animation, but we want it to loop. And we don't want him to go back to the start, we want him to continue running. So to do that, we're going to increase the number of frames we have in our timeline. And we've only got 24 here, but you can type a higher number. I want to add 500 frames. So now we have a much longer timeline. You can zoom in on it right here. So these keyframes stop on frame 17, but we want it to loop and continue going. So we'll do that in the graph editor. So go to Windows, Animation Editors, Graph Editor. And this is a visual representation of the keyframes that we have down here with the increase in value. So make sure you have all of your bones selected, and you can make sure you're doing that with Select Hierarchy so that all of these are highlighted. Drag select over your keyframes, and under Curves, Post Infinity, we want to cycle it with the offset, and the offset is what's going to allow it to continue moving instead of resetting at the beginning each time. So now we can have him just running and running and running off into the distance. And if you look closely, Mario is doing that too. So at this point I don't need to see this skeleton man anymore, so with the hips or the top bone selected, I can just hit H to hide. And now if I hit F, I will focus in on my Mario character, who is now running. Nice.